So, you've set it up in Nintendo Switch. You set the languages and all that stuff on the tablet. Here, today, I'm going to show you how to set up all of the Nintendo Switch stuff. So I'm going to get everything ready. I already own the Switch. I have a few games, but this is just for beginners. So I'm going to pause and then I'll show you. I'm going to show you how to do all of this. All of this you see on screen. So first, let's begin with the main setup. Then I'll show you other third-party controllers, third-party docks, and other third-party receivers, controllers, and other things like styluses and stuff. So, with that said, let's do the main setup. So here are the parts you'll need for the main setup. So here are the parts you'll need. Nintendo Switch dock, high-speed HDMI cable, Nintendo Switch approved power supply, and the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con holder and grip. So first of all, let's show you the main setup. So now these are the third party and this is the thing itself. But the Switch in the middle, you need that to test. So now with that said, let's start with the main setup. So let me get you guys set up there. Now first you want your Nintendo Switch dock like this, and you want to go ahead and open the cover. Now you're gonna need to turn it to your side. So now, if you look closely inside, you'll see that it says HDMI out. Now that's where you want to be plugging your HDMI cable in. So don't worry, you won't get this wrong because the connector is only going to go in one way. So just keep that in mind. If it's not going in one way, try the other. And it should go in the other way if, in that case, it happens. So first of all, you wanna run your HDMI port through this hole. Now you wanna try to see which way it goes. So right now it's not going in, so let's try the other way, and the other way it went in. So there we go. That's snuggled in. I want the Nintendo side to be facing your side. I want to run this cable up here. Now that's the HDMI done. I'm going to show you what to do with the other end of the HDMI later. Now, you're going to plug in this Nintendo Switch approved power supply. It's pretty big, but the only end you'll need is this USB-C port. So this will go in the top where it says AC adapter. So you just want to grab your cable, set it off to one side, and use your USB-C. So now with this USB-C port, it can go in both ways. So it'll go in either way. So if you have the Nintendo side facing you, whether you have the Nintendo side facing you that way or the Nintendo side facing you the other way, it's gonna go in. So I'm gonna show you how to put that in. So you wanna route it in the same way you did with the HDMI. And then you wanna put this in. So if you find it a little bit harder to put it in one way, you just wanna flip it around. So there we go. We got the Nintendo power supply plugged in. And there's one extra USB port in here and two on this side. Okay, so the one over here, it says USB right there. That is a USB 3. So USB 3 has a blue connector. So USB 3 won't be compatible with USB. It can be compatible with USB 2 items, but it'll work best with USB 3. It'll give you the best connection. So this USB port is USB 3. And the ones on the side of the Nintendo dock are USB 2. So I can't really focus on them. but they're there. So there are two USB ports at the bottom, and those are black connectors. That's USB 2. So with USB 2, it's compatible with USB 3. It's not compatible with USB 3 items. So you can only use USB 2 items on USB 2. But on USB 3, you can use USB 2 items and USB 3 items. So that's backwards compatible. But these two ports at the side are not backwards compatible. So with that said, we are gonna close the flap in the dock here. Wanna just close that flap, and then wanna flap this up. It just clicks in here. So there, you heard that click. So now that's done for right now. And you just want to set this aside. Now, what I want you to do with your Nintendo Switch in your house is to, I'm going to show you, is to bring the dock over to your TV. So in this case, I have this 65-inch TV here, Samsung. And now you just want to grab your Switch dock. So there's the dock. Now you want to grab your AC adapter end. So the AC adapter end is this one right here, the big and bulky one with the two prongs at the end. Now you want to plug that in to your plug. But before that, you want to make sure your TV is plugged in to any sort of power. After that, you just want to plug your dock in. Good. Now you should see a yellow light flash. And that is a sign that your dock is plugged in properly. So if you don't hear that, your dock's not in properly. Sometimes you have a faulty dock. So sometimes you can try to fix it yourself, DIY, or you can just call someone, like at the flea market or somebody, so that can fix Nintendo Switch stuff, like docks and stuff, and troubleshoot. So with that said, now we are going to plug in your HDMI end. So that is this end right here. Now you want to plug the HDMI end into any HDMI port in your